Hall. She's out here looking adorable. Come on out here, girlfriend. As you bop over here, I've learned so much from you.
I got to be able to run, so I wore sneakers.
I know. I was like, yeah. Hi, how are you? So cute
I'm
you
good.
are.
Hi, neighbors.
Hi, neighbors. This brand is just based on kindness, and really the DNA, the founders, Josh and Brent, who, Dr. Brent, who was Mount Sinai, head of the geriatric, department at Mount Sinai, one of the most prestigious hospitals in the world, in New York City.
Yes.
And Josh Kilmer Purcell, who is an author, and worked in New York City. And they're like, you know what, we want a place in the country.
Why not? They went wine tasting and had a couple extra.
Yeah, so
that's what happens.
Let's buy a farm, right?
Yes.
And then life happened, and they're like, this is where we live now. A neighbor came over and said, listen, I'm losing my farm. Can you watch my goat?
Basically.
When your doorbell rings and someone says, hey, can you watch my goat? I don't know how I would have reacted, but I'll tell you how these guys reacted. They started an entire cottage industry.
They did. And
they employed the entire town at the Mercantile.
And the beautiful part of it is that nothing has changed. Farmer John is still part of the company. They still go into that small town in Sharon Springs, New York. Every holiday season, they want all the kids in town to know what it feels like to be kind and to gift something. So they let them come in and choose a bar of soap and gift it to somebody. The company is really based on kindness, and I'm so glad that you started the show like that, because those small messages really matter.
They do really matter, and I follow them on social media, and everything they do, every step that they take, it's really like a mission.
It is.
It's like a mission with this brand, and I always feel so good about buying something from Beekman, because it's like I'm on board with everything that they do.
Spreading kindness.
It's spreading kindness. Yes. All right, so here are the famous goat milk face wipes. $48 if purchased separately. Of course, we're doing amazing sales, $30.95. Congratulations on Best Clean Beauty Brand.
Thank you.
At the Customer Choice
Thank you.
Awards.
We're so honored.
Very, very honored. And we'll talk about the scents lemon.
Yes, so I want to give a quick shout out to lemon across the board in the whole show. Almost every item number that we share today, lemon is the most limited. It's highly reviewed during summer.
3 dozen left.
Not surprised.
Look at you,
Yeah, lemon is really popular this time of year.
Mint and eucalyptus, which I find refreshing.
I love this.
I love this is one of my favorites.
They feel icy cold.
Yeah.
You're getting some spearmint, some basil, and a little kick of eucalyptus.
I got about 700 left of these, and then lilac, which I do have on auto ship.
That's a lovely floral. If you love something very feminine, not too powdery, nice little floral.
And then the pure.
Always the first seller.
Always
the first to sell out. This is an excellent choice. Takes off everything, completely clean and no scent.
All right, then Vanilla Absolute.
Smells like a Madagascar vanilla with a little twist of sexy, because
it's got a little sexy.
It's got some cedar and it has some sandalwood.
Okay, I got 500 left there, then the lavender. And I learned from when you guys launched lavenders how many different kinds of lavenders there are. I thought there was just lavender.
Right, all the different varietals of lavender. And I think ours is really unique because it doesn't smell powdery. It's not that potpourri, dated lavender. It's really fresh.
And then we have coconut cream, and the summer is perfect for that.
It does not smell like a beach vacation. It doesn't smell like sunscreen. It smells like fresh, pure coconut milk with a little bit of lime leaf.
Okay, and 600 left of those. And then the almond honey cookie, which I think is the newest scent, isn't it?
It's the newest scent, one of my faves. This smells like an almond biscotti that was dipped in amaretto.
I love
Not
that.
overly sweet.
Okay, then fresh air. What is that scent?
It smells like fresh cotton. It smells like fine hotels and resorts. It's got a little bit of a vetiver, kind of a lemon lime, very, very clean and very unisex.
I love it. Okay, then honey grapefruit, which is my favorite. I love the grapefruit. I love across everything that, the hand and body wash, the bar soap, and I love the honey grapefruit.
It's very crisp.
It's Josh's favorite too.
66% less grumpy when you have some honeyed grapefruit. That's what he says. We don't have the clinical statistics to back that up.
We cannot prove that.
That's a perception study by Brent. And then we have the honey orange blossom.
Brent's the one that said that, right?
Brent's like, about 66.
Okay.
And then we have the honey orange blossom, which that's my personal favorite. It smells like that beautiful white neroli flower.
Favorite?
I love honey orange blossom.
Oh, okay. All right. So over 140 million individual Beekman 1802 facial cleanser wipes have sold at HSN since 2018, July of 2018. Pretty incredible. And this is a brand that really is neighbor by neighbor by neighbor, kind of spreading the word.
It is. And our products are all just really multifaceted. We have Suzanne and Andrea joining us tonight, and you can see right away Suzanne picks that up, and it's like a cleansing bath towel.
Right.
Like, look at the size. Our
Takes
cleansing
off all
wipes,
the makeup.
Yep, completely. It's about 3 times larger than the closest competitor. It will remove all the makeup, all the dirt, all the debris. There is no alcohol in our wipes. They're made out of a fabric that we call a magic fiber that's completely biodegradable. And I mean, as you watch the ladies take their makeup off, you'll see there's no redness. There's nothing left behind.
Is this related to you guys being a clean beauty brand?
Very much so.
What is that really? If someone's like, wait, I don't understand. What is a clean beauty brand? What does that actually mean?
That's such a good question. That's something that we talk about a lot and we just kind of scan over.
Yeah, yeah.
So it means that we really run to European standards as far as ingredients go. We don't use anything that's harmful. So we're talking about there are no parabens, there are no sulfates, there are no mineral oils, there's no yucky fillers. It's a
In the U.S., you can use that stuff,
In the
though.
U.S., you can.
And a lot of products have that.
The standard in Europe is much different than the standard in the United States, and so we pride ourselves in being clean beauty. The water, for example, that we use on these wipes is from upstate New York. It's a mineral-rich water that literally runs through
the best tasting water, by the way.
Upstate New York.
That's why the pizza's so good in New York and the bagels.
Ooh. And the
true.
crust, like the thin pizza crust.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
Yes, same. Thanks, Helen. It's always the late night shows with
I know,
you.
right? Why do we always end up talking about food? Okay.
That water ends up having CoQ10s, minerals, vitamins, and you feel good using these products. Like, you know that you're not harming your skin, you're actually feeding your skin.
So if you're a mom and you have a toddler with, like, you know, with their messy hands and everything, this is fantastic. If you're somebody, like my mom had like a hip replacement, and it was so, taking a shower was like such a giant thing.
Yes.
It's like a wipe is just like perfect to have for those situations where it's, you know, maybe even if you've got a teenager who has a broken arm, and it's like, okay, let's wipe you down instead of like a whole shower. Or you keep one of these in your bag when you go to the gym. Or even honestly, here in Florida in the summer, you got to keep one with you all the time anyway, because it becomes like molten lava outside starting in about a week or two.
This is not hot already?
No.
This is like
girl, this is
I was
nothing.
melting out there today.
Yeah, this is like, we're not even at Jupiter, we're not even at Saturn yet. You'll see. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying in Florida, like depending on where you live around the country, like, you know, it just gets so hot. And then maybe, you know, you left the house, you're refreshed, and by the time you even get to your first destination, this is great to take on vacations with you.
They're perfect. They're great for the gym bag, the desk, the diaper bag. I'm gonna take one out. They're completely resealable, so they stay very fresh. You're getting a ton of them. And I wanna take one out, and I'll just randomly grab a package, and I wanna squeeze it so that everybody can see.
So good.
When we talk about getting 30 treatments, and I'll just open it so you can see at home that it's just one towel. They hold almost 6 pounds in weight. They've got these little moisture pillows that really drink in the essence. And you take them.
Interrupting, last call on lemon. Go ahead.
Oh, there we go. And this is just one of them. And they keep going and going and going. So that is the CoQ10s. Every drop of goat milk.
And you took that from the top of the package.
I took it from the top of the package.
Yeah.
So if anyone was going to be dried out, it would have been that one.
Right.
So goat milk shares the same pH as human skin, and that's why I think our products are so effective. Our body knows what to do. She was not happy about taking her makeup off on camera. I will tell you.
She wasn't?
She was a total diva at that photo shoot. Very difficult to work with that day.
Okay.
Not at all like our 2 models in the studio. No.
Okay.
No, that's a true story. I actually showed up and they're like, now let's take your makeup off. And I said,
wait, what?
Where? On camera? I had not been using goat milk long enough at that time. But yeah, I mean, it's every drop of goat milk has 31 key nutrients. So every treatment that you use, every product becomes a treatment. You have vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, lactic acids, you have peptides in every single product, even a face wipe.
Right, and if you have sensitive skin and you're like, okay, you know, you're gonna love this brand. Customer Choice Award winner, best clean beauty brand. This product is, I gotta talk about how many reviews. You need 4 reviews, 4 stars or more to be a customer pick. This product has 3,149 reviews, and that's not all the reviews it's gotten in its history. We sell it out and then you start at 0. 3,149 reviews. I think the only thing that has more reviews, it's the bar soap coming up next. It's incredible.
Stick with us.
It's 1 and 2 of the most best reviewed beauty product. All right, speaking